guys, I'm gonna do the Kiss Me I'm Irish tag. It is St. Patrick's Day, so happy St. Patrick's Day. I was tagged to do this by Aaron at Cedar Sun. I'll put a link to his video in the description, and yeah, let's get started. This tag is all about things relating to Irishness and St. Patrick's Day and everything. Green, a book with a green cover. I actually don't have that many books with green covers. I have like 2 or 3, so I just chose this one. This is The Night Shift by Stephen King. It's a collection of short stories, his very first collection of short stories, and it has a lot of really great short stories in it, including Children of the Corn and a few others, and they're all really good. The next thing on the list is Blarney, which is a book that either deceived you into liking it or was overhyped and you ended up disliking it. And for this I just chose Divergent, the whole Divergent trilogy, because I didn't really like it all that much. It wasn't terrible, but it was definitely overhyped and did not deserve the amount of attention that it got for what it was, in my opinion. Brogue is the next one. That's Dialect, a book with a character with an accent or that speaks weirdly, and I chose Everything is Illuminated by Jonathan Safran Foer. One of the main characters in this, his name is Alex, just speaks like the weirdest English that I've ever seen in a book. He is from Ukraine, and he just doesn't speak English very well, and his phrases and the things he says are just all really weird and ridiculous, and he kind of gets slowly a little bit better at it as he goes along in the book. But the very first chapter is from his perspective, and when you first read it, you're like, what is wrong with this character? Because I don't understand a word he is saying. The next thing is Leprechaun, a book that you liked when you were a little person or a kid, I guess. And I'm gonna choose the Captain Underpants books by Dave Pilkey. I used to love these when I was in elementary school. I have a few of them, and they're just like the funnest things ever. They're partially comics, but also like a regular story, like it would be a story and then have a comic. And then they have these like flip-o-rama things, and you have to put your hand right here and your thumb and forefinger right here, and then you flip the pages back and forth, and you see a picture move. But it's like a really crude form of animation that just flips back and forth between 2 pictures. It's really stupid, but really awesome. Pot of Gold, a book that cost a lot or is of great value to you. I mean, this book didn't cost a lot necessarily, but it did probably seem like a lot when I was a kid, because I bought it for myself when I was 8. I went into a toy store and bought it, and I only used like my birthday money or allowance money or something. I don't exactly remember which, but it was like the very first book that I ever bought for myself, and that is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I'm pretty sure it cost like $20 when I bought it. I did, and it's falling apart like crazy now. Like, hold on. This entire first part came out, and the other parts are coming out as well. It's actually kind of depressing, but that's what happens when you read a book over and over and over again when you're younger. I would really like to keep this forever, but I probably will never ever try to read this copy of it ever again, because I don't want to mess it up any more than it already is. The next thing is 4-Leaf Clover or Shamrock, which is more than one book. You have to pick a book series that is either your current favorite or an old favorite or whatever. So I'm going to choose just the Harry Potter series or the Pendragon series. Those are my 2 favorite series ever, and most likely always will be in my top favorite series ever. I plan on reading quite a few more series this year, so I'm sure more things will be added to that list of favorite series, but so far those are like the top 2 favorite series that I've ever read. They mean the most to me because they influenced my reading when I was younger the most. Magic, a book that you found magical, or a book where you enjoyed the magic that was found in the storyline, or the magic used in the storyline, I guess. And I'm going to choose the books that I'm currently reading, and that is the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. I'm on the last book here of Ages, and the magic system in this book is one of my favorite little magic systems that I've ever come across in a book. The magical elements of this are the most interesting magical elements I've ever encountered. They use like metal to use the magic. There are these things called allomancers, and they take in metal and they burn it, and they can use the metal based on what the metal is to do certain things. And just metal plays a huge part in all of the magic that is in this book, and I've been really enjoying that aspect of this series. Kiss, your current favorite book pairing or your all-time favorite book pairing. I don't really understand the wording that people use for this pairing. I don't get it. It's favorite romance. I'm gonna choose a favorite romance or a favorite relationship. And one of my favorite relationships that I've ever read about, that I enjoyed reading about most, a book that kind of was about a relationship that I enjoyed reading the most, was Lizzie's Story by Stephen King. I talk about this book constantly on my channel. I think I'm going to try to read it again this year and do like a full review on it so people can hopefully finally understand why I like it so much. But yeah, the relationship between Scott and Lizzie in this book is really great, and I love reading about it, and it's pretty much what the entire book is about. The next thing is Luck, a book that you will luckily get to someday. I'm going to choose a book that I plan on getting to very soon that I'm really excited to read, and that is Infinite Jest by David Foster Wallace. This is a massive book that I've heard many, many great things about, and I can't wait to read it and get into it and figure out what exactly it's about. I don't know a whole lot about what it's actually about, which I'm kind of glad about, because I don't want to go in knowing too much. I just know it's supposed to be awesome and really funny, and so I'm really looking forward to getting into it, probably in April. Jig, a book that you don't currently own, but if you could get a hold of it, it would make you dance with joy. And I'm going to choose either one of Stephen King's books that are coming out this year, Mr. Mercedes or Revival. Both of them sound really interesting, and I can't wait to read both of them. Can't wait to get both of them. I can't wait for them to come out. I'm probably going to get them as soon as they come out and read them as soon as they come out. I love when Stephen King has more than one book coming out a year, and you will definitely see me be very excited when I get my hands on both of them. The last thing is Rainbow, and it says, "That's you. Lead other booktubers to this. Pot of gold tag. Tag your friends to do this tag." Okay, so I think pretty much everyone that I would have tagged to do this has been tagged, and if you haven't done this already, it's already St. Patrick's Day, and I don't really know how relevant this tag would be after St. Patrick's Day. So if you think you can do this tag real quick before the end of the day, then I'm going to tag you right now. So you're tagged if you want to do this before the end of the day. Get it out, and yeah, so happy St. Patrick's Day, guys. I will see you very soon. Thanks for watching.